Hey guys, this will be the weekly overview for August 12th. We are in a transition week between phases. A new block phase video will be coming out, kind of detailing everything we're going to be going over in this next block. Again, just a reminder that 6:15 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays is now specialty classes. On Tuesdays, we do have that as a gymnastic class, and then it's a weightlifting class. On Wednesdays, we did get a little bit better attendance there, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, that's going to be time for you guys to really dial in on those skills that a lot of you guys requested as far as being able to work on a little bit more directly. So let's go ahead and get into the week. Monday, we are going to be starting out with the bench press test that we did at the beginning of this phase, which is a max set of your body weight, or 80% for the females. And what we're looking here, guys, is to basically hit a couple sets of sub-maximal reps, just something that feels okay, and then take plenty of rest in between, and then go for it on the last set. Once we finish that, we are going to be doing for time 48, 36, 24, 12 cow row. Ladies, that row is down here at 36, 27, 18, and 9. And then it's 24, 18, 12, 9 dumbbell shoulder overhead. So it could be push press, push jerks, anything like that. When we're looking at dumbbell weight, try to pick something that you can push almost unbroken. Maybe the first set's a little tough, but it should be kind of like a very fast, hard workout as far as pushing the pace. We've got a scale to get sub 15. Top target's going to be around 10 minutes. And then you're in between there is something that you're going to really focus on. For our accessory work, we are going to be doing dumbbell bent over rows, like single arm dumbbell bent over rows. So you can kind of post up either on a bench and then just working on pulling with one arm at a time, 10 to 12 per side. And then we're going to be doing banded pull aparts after that. Okay. As we shift into the next phase, we will go over what the accessory work is going to look like for each day, or at least for the whole block, and then kind of lay out again everything that we're going to be focused on. Next, our barbell skill, we're going to kind of like push the power clean here and see where we're at. So you've got on the 75 seconds, you got 3 sets of 3 touch and go, working on just touch and go reps. And then you got 3 sets of 2 reps on the touch and go, and then you've got 4 sets of singles, just building. And your goal is just to build throughout. You're going to record each set. So you really want to try to get heavier each set. If you're brand new to the movement, or you're kind of like, again, newer, just sticking with sets of 3 for this entire workout is a good idea. So for the entire 10 sets that you do, just sticking with sets of 3 to 5 and just working on the technique. After that, we have a little bit of a power set in the sense of like we do want to push the pace on this. It is only a 2 to 1 rest to work, so you do get double the rest that you do to work. So you can think about pushing this at around 85-90% of max intensity. It's not 100%, but for the most part on these power cleans, you're going to be able to do sets or even going into singles just to move steady. So you have 45 double unders each time, and then it's going to be an AMRAP of power cleans. As it goes on, the weight is going to go up. We have our RX weight and our RX plus weight. Again, just building each set essentially. For the fitness, it's just going to be a 30-30-30 with a 3-minute rest, and it's going to be single unders to start. We're going to go dumbbell power cleans for 30 seconds, fast transition, as many calories you can get in the remaining set. Again, for the fitness, it's going to be more about repeatable sets. Again, it's only 4.5 minutes of work, so you really want to think about pushing the intensity again today, guys. Really try to drive home intensity, especially in the fitness. And then on the performance, you are going to push intensity, but you're going to be kind of limited by the weight. So it's better to go lighter and kind of push more reps today. But also if you're someone who kind of struggles with heavier weight power cleans like we did recently, where the weight increased as the sets went down, and if you struggled with that, then kind of challenge yourself to the weight and try to stick to the clock. You should have about a minute to do power cleans, so you're just trying to pack that minute with as many power cleans as you can. After that, we have a swords hold and hollow hold, which we are going to be shifting more to some core, midline, and direct back work. And if you guys are having any issues with your back, or you're feeling anything throughout the week, or you're having any kind of issues at all, reach out to me at brandon@makocrossfit.com or see me in the gym. I've been helping a lot of athletes fix a lot of little nagging things that they sometimes will think is very serious. And after, we work on it and give them some tools, after about 3 or 4 days, they're seeing that it's all going away and everything's feeling good. So a lot of times it's about just figuring out what to do. So if you need help with that, just reach out to me directly or let a coach know, and then they'll let me know. Okay, Wednesday. Aerobic repeats, we are going 6 minutes on the clock with a 3-minute rest, so half the rest to the work. So when you think about this, running this at like 80%, the goal is to get the same amount each time. If you really struggle with pacing, then just try to pace the first one, and then maybe if you can get faster a little bit, that's okay too, but we really don't want to see you getting slower. So the first set should be either the same as everyone, or it should be the worst or least amount of calories you get each round. But again, it's going to be a ski, run, bike, just moving nice and smooth. Okay, 6 minutes is a long time, so just kind of keep that in mind. You're going to get anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes on that bike, so just kind of keeping a steady pace there, and then just trying to repeat that and trying to stay smooth on your splits each and every set. And for the performance, it's 5 rounds, and for fitness, we have only 4 rounds. Next, we're going to be doing some gymnastic skill work. As we've seen kind of off of Nate, that we need to improve our gymnastic skill in the rings for those of you guys that have the prerequisite strength. Those of you that don't, that's okay too. We still want to kind of work on just general kipping and upper body strength with gymnastics. So we have on the odd minute 10 to 12 ring swings. That should be tight foot ring swings. Then we have a tempo ring dip where you're 5 seconds in the support hold, so you're up at the top, rings turned out. 5 second negative, hold the bottom for 5 seconds, and then you're just going to dip out. Okay, so it's a 20-second rep. We're just going to get some time under tension and get some being more comfortable in the rings. If you push-ups are really easy, you could always do ring push-ups there. For the push-ups themselves, or for the fitness version of this, again, just a tempo push-up, staying off of the ground but being as low as you can, is also going to build control and stability in the midline, and being able to hold and control those positions is basically the foundation of gymnastics anyways, the plank position and the hollow position. But for today, we're working on kip swings on the bar and the plank position. After that, we're going into a 15-minute AMRAP, 10 pull-ups, 10 box jumps with a step down, 10 wall balls. If we look at this for 15 minutes, I think a top score is going to be 10 rounds. And then everything's going to kind of come down from there. I think if you're getting at least 6 to 7 rounds, that's probably a good version to kind of like focus on. And for fitness, we're going to go ring rows. Since we've already kind of been hanging from the bar that day, we're going to go ring rows, box jumps, a little bit lower height, and then a lighter wall ball. Again, and you guys are pacing anything out like a 15-minute AMRAP, always run like the first 2 to 3 rounds at a consistent pace, like moving steady through it without trying to push too fast. And then look at the clock, know your splits, and try to hold on and maybe pick it up the last 2 to 3 minutes. On Friday, we are going to be doing a back squat 2 rep max, okay, on a tempo. So it's going to be a tempo squat. We just got off the heavy single, but I want to kind of see where we're at in the tempo, and we're going to start this. The next cycle, we are going to be pushing into front squats pretty heavily. So this will be kind of our last big back squat day. So kind of think of that as like we're going to be doing on back squats times 2 on 3 minutes for 5 sets. Tempo is going to be 3 down, 2 hold, and up, building to a 2 rep max. On the next one, on B, we're going to be going into thrusters. So you can go five thrusters, building. You're going to record each set. Building to a heavy set of 5. If you can go from the rack or the floor there, and the only way you go from the floor there is if you're really comfortable with the squat clean, then that would be a good one to do. And then C, we're going to transition right into a good morning. And again, kind of driving home that ring position and ring support hold, or just a dip support hold. That would be the scale for that. But 20 to 30 seconds of holding a strong ring position. Again, we're driving into that rings. You're going to see that a lot in the next phase. I just want to kind of use today to see where everybody's at and start kind of getting people acclimated to it. On Saturday, 20-minute AMRAP for the team. It's just going to be split this however you want. 40 calories on the bike or the ski. Just kind of play around. You can even change rounds. 30 hang power snatches at what we consider a lightweight here. 95 and 65, and then 20 toes to bar. And you're just splitting that up, moving steady. Anytime you do this kind of team stuff, you got 2 options there. You can focus on quality and range of motion and pushing your skill level higher, or you can work on pushing hard and getting ready for team competitions where you've got a 1-to-1 work to rest, and you're going to get roughly 10 minutes of work in, but you're going to be pushing pretty hard. So you guys can kind of look at that either way. All right. Again, we will have a video coming out on the next week as far as everything that's going to go over in the next block. If you have any issues, body, shoulder, hips, knees, ankles, whatever is bugging you, please reach out to me directly. I will help you find a way to continue to train each day. We've been working directly with coaches of certain classes. If that's a class you go to and we know you're going to, we'll modify the day, get you through, what we consider the down regulation of whatever issue you're having, and then work on building up and ramping back up to full movements where you can come back feeling stronger than ever. Okay? That's it for this week, guys. If you have any questions, please reach out, or I'll see you in the gym.